Anyway. Alright! We're back with more Forager and starting over. I figured we might as well escape to open menu. I already know about this. Perfect. Gonna lower the game volume. Yeah, it's really loud. Why is it really loud? Oh, I know why it's really loud. I turned everything, I turned everything up for Valkyria Chronicles because it's ridiculously quiet for no good reason. And so I totally forgot to have changed that between. And I've got hiccups. I've been guzzling tea right before this because I was thirsty. It's hot outside. It's 95 out right now. Got a wonderful cool breeze, but it was not enough to, like, you know, offset how warm it was. And then, tomorrow's gonna be, like, high of 70 degrees. I don't get the weather. Global warming is terrifying. I don't want to deal with it. And of course, so I'm playing the game where I exploit every natural resource to the fullest extent that I possibly can, which is equally worrying in multiple ways. But anyway, so yeah, so we're just going to try and kick back and probably beeline for some immediate resources in this game if I can. I want to go the opposite direction that I did from last time. Maybe not even use gold to buy islands. Try and get banks pretty quick. And get a bunch of them, maybe. And also go magic. Because the scrolls were great. And I also do not want to squander the some of the natural resources that I squandered last time. We haven't gotten a single orange here. It's annoying. But so immediately we want to get fish traps down, probably. I don't know if I can build them right off the bat, but that's what I want to start with. Good thing that the initial island is pretty big and empty. So that's a good sign. Okay, so let's check skills. Let's see, cotton spawns more often, allows you to find wheat and beets. That might not be a bad idea. Instantly gain coins, steal glass, and gain EXP when building structures. I don't want to do this, but we're going to start with industry. Because we're going to need steel before I do anything else. We'll mess with the rest of this stuff later. But if I'm going to be building things, I want to capitalize on that EXP bonus earlier than anything else. Yeah, here we go again. Yup. And this time it should go faster. What I'm going to do is effectively go... I'm not going to build in, like, a circle effectively and, you know, fill out all the islands around where my base is. I'm going to want to build in a giant cross pattern. And then fill in the outsides, because I want to see what the most expensive... locations are? I don't know. Okay. So I want to split up my traps a lot. So I can grab them as I go by. Let's see. We want to eat the oranges. It might be best for me to just kind of hang out in the back. Or not in the back, but hang out and do nothing for a little while we wait for resources to respawn. So, wonder this game looks super cool. Discovered you when looking at Robocraft videos. Really? How? I was not... I didn't do very well with Robocraft from what I remember, but alright. I mean, that's cool. Got nothing against Robocraft. Haven't played it in ages. Let's see, do we just sit back and get more fish traps down? Effectively, what I'm going to do is just, probably stop making fish traps at this point. Yeah, let's just eat these berries and actually, progress if we can. Because what I want to do... Oh, how do we do this? What I want to do is immediately start expanding, probably. Because I don't want to mess too much with the fish traps, because they get really expensive as I move around. Ski. Can't cook until that upgrade, so fish traps are kind of meh. Yes and no, I want to start collecting as much seaweed as possible. I also want to, let's see, what do we do? So this will let me find fairies, which isn't a terrible idea. Otherwise, I could immediately get economy. Let's go economy. I want to go economy at least long enough to get vaults, and then the other one. I don't really want coinage, because I want to get storage and then go up. And that way I can store resources and not have to worry about it. Okay, so that's the only bit of land that I can purchase, but that's fine. Oh, so it is totally procedurally generated. That's cool. I'm glad building bridges does not cost extra. That would be annoying. Okay, but yeah, so the fish traps aren't immediately that helpful, but I can get glass, and I can actually just eat fish. Fish are actually totally cromulent, food sources uncooked. They're just not as good. But I'd rather go for that. Let's see. We're gonna want to get a shovel at some point, but that can wait till later. I guess we should probably fill this in. Unfortunately, this is probably one of the most annoying islands to get as a secondary one. It's not terrible, but these things just sit here forever. I think they do. And it's just like a big open space. Not really that helpful. The fairy aura isn't honestly much better, but still. We want to avoid taking too much damage here, even though we've got a slime in the area. Okay, should keep that in mind. Okay. We've probably got enough for... Do we want to get another bridge there? Yeah. I'm more interested in traversal for the moment. And we'll deal with the rest as we go along. I don't know. I don't really know where I want to put the rest of my fish traps, and I don't want to mess with it until I know. Because it'd be pretty bad if I end up wasting a lot of resources. I might get a fish trap here, and like there. But not enough wood. Yeah. I forget how much of a slug the beginning of this game is. It's not bad, but it's noticeable. Well, we might as well eat the rest of the fish. And yeah, I guess I'll just beeline for fish traps and just leave them there. Because the more fish traps we have in play, the better. So I can just load up on food. Load up on resources. Load up on waiting. It's a long wait. I just kind of wish that there were, like, more industrial fish traps you could get at a certain point. Even though that's, like, horrible. Because you really don't really want, like, industrial fish traps, because that's, like, from a real-life perspective, not good. That's what, like, destroys the ocean slowly. It'd be interesting if you actually had to take like environmental concerns into account in this game. Okay, do we go this way so I can go banks? Yeah, let's do that. Because yeah, this will get me banking immediately. Because I assume... Oh. I guess we haven't gone for optics, but yeah, so I'll get banks on the next level up. And then we'll stop dealing with that and start, we'll start working the opposite direction. Okay, do I want... I mean, what I could do... I've got 9. Now I need more trees. Because I effectively want to... I want to, build my bridges. I want to build my base on floating platforms. I don't actually want to build them anywhere where I can actually have resources spawn. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of trees, so it's kind of like a bad mix of placement right now. I'll just keep grabbing whatever. Because, yeah, last time I pretty much covered up my entire starting zone. And I lost access to a lot of resources that I could have otherwise had. Okay. Well, we're getting a fair amount of wood. The fish don't come very fast, unfortunately. It'd be nice if you could almost, like, manually fish as well. Okay, so we've got enough, so I'm just gonna put a basic forge here. Or furnace. Which will let us start collecting gold ore as well. Okay. Grab the fish. And wait. But yeah, there's something incredibly compelling about this game that I like, initially didn't really respect. I was just like, yeah, this is fun. I never really, like, thought too hard about it, but... No, it's got, I don't know, a lot about it. Hey, thank you, Jack Attack. For the 14-month resub, man. Eventually, oh jeez, I gotta make those new emotes. I've been putting that off. I guess this weekend's a good weekend for it, because I think it looks like D&D might end up getting pushed back again. Let's see, can I make another bridge? I'll just put that one there. Might as well kind of clear out that spot. Yeah, eventually it's gonna be like 2 years. It's been 3 years, and I mean, what is the longest anybody's been subbed to anybody on Twitch? It's gotta be a long time now. That's wild. Okay, so we can start making, at the very least, make some coal. We don't have much, but we're gonna need it. Keep eating that citrus. Okay. And there's some coal. Okay, good. So yeah, we're just gonna keep it kind of slow, at least for a little while now. But yeah, is there any way you can get this game, or some sort of release window? If you become a Patreon for the developer of this, I think it's like the $10 tier, you get access to the itch.io version. It'd be nice if you could actually just buy into it on itch.io. I don't really know why it has to be through Patreon. But that's the current way to do it. 7 years is the longest. Damn. Yeah, sometimes I wish I got in on the YouTube Twitch trend earlier. I knew about Let's Playing and whatnot back in, was it 2009? And, like, every once in a while I'll think, like, man, what if I had started back then? Like, how rad would everything have been? But then I also realized I was in college and was, you know, had multiple jobs and stuff, and, like, I probably could have done it. But it definitely would have, like... It definitely would have, changed the course of my life, maybe in a bad way at the time. Because I think I needed to learn lessons I learned in college. Like how to work hard and apply myself. And like things. I gotta blow my nose. That's not... I don't want to have to do that. Alright, let's see. So let's level up, let's get skills. I guess I could actually just skip to Brilliance. 15% more EXP. It's not a bad idea, but let's go banking so we can actually start exploring. Hop the dev just tweeted today the game's almost finished. Really? That's cool. So we might actually roll multiple of these like little mini-series into each other until the full release comes out. And I'll probably, I don't know, make a custom thumbnail so it shows up better on YouTube. But that's cool. Okay. Shame I can't eat gold. You know, that'd actually be interesting if you could actually play, like a different race or something. So instead of eating food, you just eat rocks or gold. Huh. You know, that'd actually be kind of compelling, in a weird way. Emphasis on weird. But it would be kind of compelling. Okay, can I... Yeah, I really wish I could destroy the little puzzle boxes after I got them. Like, if they disappear and more or less just give you, like, a functional landmass. They're very small, but it's still inconvenient. Okay, so what do I need for a... What do I need... Oh. I'm gonna raise my chair up a little bit, otherwise I'm gonna hurt myself a little bit. I've been straining my arms a little bit, and I didn't realize it until now, but a lot of it has to do with posture. Okay. So we want to start building some banks here. This slime is not going to go for me, okay. Let's see, will I be playing Star Control today? Yes, I will. The only reason why I'm starting with this right now is just because, nope, this ain't working. The only reason why I'm starting with this right now is because I had a bad day. I've been having a lot of kind of bad-ish days lately. A lot of stress. A lot of new games coming out that, like, I don't know, it's like if, for those of you that are in college, you effectively just got 10 projects dumped on you by all of your different teachers, and you're trying to figure out how to balance all of them. That's where I currently am. And so, instead, I'm just goofing up with a little bit of Forager before we get down and dirty with all the new games. So, chances are what we're going to do today is play this for a little while, until I get, you know, mildly bored of it. And then we're going to play, Crosscode with Shell. And that might be for a couple hours, and then we'll do Star Control Origins, then maybe I'll do some JRPG nonsense. I should not have filled this in. Oh well, that's fine. We'll get another secondary fishing village. But yeah, this is just kind of my, like, super chill game. Because yeah, I thought after the last time I played this, I'd be, like, kind of done with it. No? No, actually, I find this game incredibly compelling and I want to play more of it. Okay, so we need 2 gold, 2 steel, and 2 bricks. So let's get started on that. Let's see. Hey, thank you, Noosper for the 3-month resub. Puts your head down because of all the essays. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot. Sometimes it's nice to just have a break. Obviously, for those of you in school, don't take this advice fully. Get your homework done. It's important. It's way more important than goofing off playing video games. Unless, of course, your homework is video games, at which point, what are you doing? How have you already managed to turn your education into video games? And if you're a game design student, playing video games is not always research. Most of the time, it's not. Everybody's lying to themselves. I definitely did that a little bit. I was like, I'm just doing research playing video games. Okay, so we got 2 of those. So we're gonna need 4 gold ingots. Let's see, do I have any more fish? No. I've got an orange. I'm trying to ration my berries so I can get a giant farm going. Because we're effectively gonna want to go absolutely bananas with scrolls when we get the chance. And force resources. Because you can't farm berries in this game, which is unfortunate. And thank you for the 15 months, resub, As. Hope you had a good birthday. Let's see, maybe sick, but you can still watch your favorite streamer. Get well, dude. I hate being sick. As a kid, I loved being sick. It was like, sweet, you know, I get time off, I don't have to worry about things. I can just kick back, relax, and not have to worry about things, you know, maybe load up Tales of Symphonia 2, which was garbage, but whatever. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but compared to Tales of Symphonia, it wasn't very good. I had the flu. I've only ever had the flu once. I should probably go get my flu shot next week. But I've only ever had the flu once, and it was relatively bad. You know, I was out for like a whole week of school, and that was not pleasant. And so, I spent the entire week in bed playing Tales of Symphonia 2. Beat the whole game in a week. I don't remember any of it, but I remember being mildly dissatisfied with the whole thing. Actually, I'm not sure if I beat it, now that I think about it. I might have actually, like, finished it up, or, like, got real close, and then been like, eh. It's interesting how much, like, the fifth act twist is, like, so important in games, and yet if handled poorly, it can absolutely just destroy. Oh, we need more of these. Man, steel is expensive in this game. But yeah, how much, like, that fifth act twist makes such a massive difference to games. And, like, if it's a bad twist, it just kind of ruins the game. It's kind of incredible. Not a big deal, but, just, I don't know. I get real grumpy when the twist is boring. Or worse, just bad. Yeah, being sick is worse than going to school because you have to catch up. Yeah, hated that. It's not as big of a problem when you're in elementary school, but when you're in, like, high school and stuff, they expect you to keep going with it. Which was brutal for me, because, like, I effectively had the flu, I think it was, like, my sophomore year of high school. And my biology teacher more or less was like, well, you missed 2 labs this week, so you're gonna have to do them alone, write up lab reports by yourself. It was a group project, but, like, since you were sick, you're all rested and recovered, right? Guess you can do them alone. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I have to do catch-up in every class. This is BS. And she did not care, which tanked any interest I had in biology. I guess it might have been freshman year then. Yeah, that was freshman year, because I had chemistry sophomore year. She was an awful teacher. She was only there to teach coach volleyball, and, like, I don't know. It was not a compelling class. It should have been. It should have been compelling. Okay, so we want to grab the ability to find fairies. The EXP bonus would be nice, but I believe inscription is directly below it. Yeah, which we got to go for. Because we're going to need those inscription tables, especially for the EXP bonus. Okay. Yeah, I wonder what the, I wonder if there's, like, an agreed-upon meta strategy for this game yet. Like, I don't actually know if there's a, I don't know if there's, like, enough of a community behind this game yet, or if it's still kind of one of those, middling-ish things. Let's see if they removed the island cap yet. No. Sort of, it's 30, so they haven't removed it yet, but it's not so bad. Okay, so I got a fair amount of wood. Where do I put that bank? I'm just gonna put it over here. Because effectively, I wanna move the bank out a little. And I want to have multiple. Oh, it's 10 bricks. Oh no, I thought it was 2 bricks. Well, that makes this harder. We don't have any fish. Man, I wish those fairies would show up sooner. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna kill time while we wait. Oh, apparently gathering fish even costs energy. That could be a mild problem. I do kind of wish you could eat the jelly. Can you? Nope. Like, it'd be kind of neat if you could make, like, jellied toast. Like, has anybody ever thought about that in these games? Like, what do the slimes taste like? Because they're one of the most ubiquitous enemies in video games. But what do they taste like? I don't know. I know some books have, like, described them as being kind of soapy or, like, acidic. And some other games have described them as, you know, actually kind of fruity. But you know, you always see the slimes in specifically like Dragon Quest style games. Like, they're everywhere. What do they taste like? I kind of want to know. Yeah, it depends on the kind of slime. Yeah, obviously, like, Muck or Grimer, if we want to call them slimes, like, ugh. They probably really don't taste good. Let's see, that could actually be something like a soft lock. If you run out of energy and are at 1 heart with only fish traps in early game, you could easily get stuck. Yeah, I'm not... You'd really have to make some mistakes to soft lock like that, though. Now, what would a rainbow slime taste like? Have you ever had one of every kind of Skittle at once? Like, grab a whole handful of Skittles and then jam them in your mouth? I assume it would taste something like that, probably. Or just be fatal. Let's see. Red slimes would taste like cinnamon. Blue would be like blue raspberry. Huh. I was always thinking red slimes would actually be more of like a raspberry-strawberry feel. What would every red fruit together taste like? Dragon fruit, passion fruit, pomegranate, strawberry. Let's throw in raspberries. Do berries actually count as fruits, or are they a separate classification? No, they're probably a sub-classification. Kind of like melons. Okay, so we have a fairy, good. And I'm probably gonna squander them a little bit for stamina here. Okay. I think we got a little bit more coal, yeah? Nope. Let's get some more coal. Traditional slime would mostly taste like battery acid. Yeah, that's the worry. I really like, what game was it? Battle Chef Brigade. I don't remember how many of you guys were around for that. I hope a number of you were. That game was fantastic. But that game was all about, you know, fighting monsters and then cooking them up to serve in cooking tournaments. And I loved the concept. It was really cool. And like, I find that to be such a compelling concept. The idea of, like, you know, a cooking competition using monster parts. And I wish there were more things like that. I hope they make a second one. That'd be really cool. Okay, so let's make one more of these. Yeah, you got it free in the last month's Humble Bundle. It's good. It's not too long either. I think I beat it in about 6-7 hours. Which, like, to me was, like, the perfect length for that game. Especially with my crazy crockpot strategy. That was nuts. I love games where you can come up with an alternate strategy that completely, like, bypasses how the game's normally supposed to work. And so, that game was real fun for me, because it's just like, well, I could play this like a normal human being, or crockpots. I don't know, I really liked that. Wait, are radishes fruits? No, I think radishes count as a vegetable, because fruits usually have the seeds inside them, as opposed to vegetables, which kind of are the seed-ish? Ish. Except for tomatoes, which are confusing. And then ketchup, which is equally confusing. Alright. So now we can get our inscription table. Though I should probably prioritize that bank. Do I want to put it right here? I'm gonna put it right there for the time being. I don't entirely know if you can walk behind them. I'll let that just fill in. Let's see. Because, yeah, what I want to do is effectively have crafting tables and stuff in semi-easy-to-reach positions. I can get 4 more of these. Okay, so that's... These are only 2 spots here. I mean, I should probably accept that I'm going to lose a couple of spots here and there anyway. Okay, so industrial, we need a forge. I need 4 iron and 4 bricks. Should be fine. And yeah, I should probably also grab that inscription table and just put it somewhere. Because yeah, the sooner we start producing some of these scrolls, the better. Okay, so we can also do cauldrons, novice scrolls, or work on that. I don't know, I just mostly want to work on magic this round, instead of going full automation, like last time. Let's see. So we want to build a inscription table. Bunch of bricks. Also, the music is starting to layer over on itself, so let's go out to the menu and see if I can fix that real quick. There we go. That's better. If I just devoted one of these, islands to actually fabrication, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. I probably could have waited on that fairy just a little bit, but whatever. We need the EXP. Okay. So we've got... Did I get the bricks? Okay, I got the bricks, so we just need the iron ingots. I've got sort of plenty. Let's grab as much coal as we can get, because we're always going to need more coal. Somebody was telling me to ration my coal and only build what I need on the last series, but like, I need everything. It's just a matter of when. So I was always just crafting as much coal as I could possibly get. Because it's not like I was just squandering it on meaningless things. It was just a matter of, well, it takes forever to get any and all of it. I was really hoping the power plant... Like, I appreciate the power plant gave like, massive speed bonuses, but I was certainly hoping that the power plant would give... The power plant would actually give a just unlimited free power to everything nearby. Because that would have made, like, just everything easier. See, this game seems like something you would enjoy when finished. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I highly would recommend this. It's not hard, it's just... It's the perfect time killer, almost. Because you can just straight up hang out, let resources roll in. If I wasn't doing this for a YouTube series, I'd almost, like, make an island fortress for myself so I wouldn't have to worry about slimes coming along to murder me. And then I'd just hang out back there and wait for the resources to roll in. Okay, let's level up. We might want to do treasury. Or sewing. Maybe foraging. Or go for alchemy. Or go for the EXP bonus. Let's go for the EXP bonus right now, because we can't really get half of this stuff anyway. Okay, combat. I didn't realize there were combat perks over there. Not immediately the most helpful, but still. Yeah, perk reducing the amount of coal some things would cost would be nice. Yeah, so there are a couple of perks that kind of fit in that category. There's a perk that makes it so every single rock that you break gives you coal, which is actually incredibly helpful. Unfortunately, it's like at the very, very tail end of everything. It was a little tougher to work with. Should probably just eat some fish for a little while, because I've actually been starting to accrue an amount of it instead of relying on my fish, just in case.